Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a game-changing way to prep for job interviews in English. Just imagine walking into that interview room and answering every single question clearly, confidently, and completely naturally. No awkward long pauses, no desperately searching your brain for the right words, just smooth, fluent responses that make you sound incredibly professional and prepared. Well, that is exactly what this guide is designed to help you achieve. We're going to take that interview anxiety and transform it into polished, professional fluency. Now, be honest with yourself for a second. Does this happen to you? You study the vocabulary, you understand the interviewer's question perfectly, but the exact moment it's your turn to speak, everything just vanishes. The pressure hits, you freeze up, and your mind goes completely blank. It's a seriously frustrating feeling when you know you have the skills, but you just can't seem to communicate them in the moment. So, let's talk about part 1, the interview confidence gap. This gap is the core problem we are tackling today. You see, there's a massive difference between passively understanding English and actively speaking it under pressure. And a lot of English learners fall right into this gap. They have the knowledge, but they lack the mechanical repetition required to access that knowledge when the spotlight is suddenly on them. But here's the good news. You are definitely not alone. That nervousness, that tendency to blank out, it's incredibly common. And more importantly, it's not a permanent flaw. It's really just a mechanical hurdle. Speaking fluently under pressure isn't magic, you guys. It's a physical and mental habit. And just like any habit, it can absolutely be trained.
Which brings us to part 2, the power of shadowing.
This right here is the definitive technique that will bridge that confidence gap. This is how we're going to train your brain and your mouth to work together automatically so that when the interviewer asks a question, your response is just pure muscle memory. Shadowing is literally just listening to a speaker and repeating immediately after them to copy their pronunciation, their rhythm, and their intonation. You essentially act like their vocal shadow. It's honestly one of the fastest, most effective ways to build spoken English fluency because it forces you out of your own head and directly into the physical act of speaking.
Okay, here's how the mechanics actually work. Step 1, listen carefully. You want to pay attention not just to the words, but the actual melody of the sentence. Step 2, repeat immediately. Don't wait around, follow right behind the speaker. And step 3, copy the pronunciation, tone, and pace as closely as humanly possible. In fact, for the rest of this explainer, I want you to actively practice this with me. Whenever I model an answer, your job is to shadow me.
All right, let's get into it with part 3, essential interview questions. We're going to start a practical training session right now. So, get comfortable, take a deep breath, and prepare to listen and repeat. I'll ask the question, and then I'll deliver the answer. Your only job is to shadow that answer. We'll begin with the absolute classic. Tell me about yourself. This is the first impression you make, right? So the tone needs to be upbeat, professional, and structured. Listen closely to the rhythm of this response and shadow me as I speak. Here we go. My name is Ahmed, and I recently graduated with a degree in business administration. I am a motivated and hardworking person who enjoys learning new skills. During my studies, I developed strong communication and problem-solving abilities. I am excited about this opportunity because I believe my skills and enthusiasm would make me a valuable member of your team. Moving right along to the next crucial prompt, why do you want to work for this company? This is where you get to show you've actually done your research. Let's keep that energetic coaching rhythm going. Shadow this next answer with me. I want to work for your company because of its strong reputation for innovation and customer service. I admire your commitment to quality and continuous improvement. I believe this position would allow me to grow professionally while contributing to the success of your organization. Okay, let's step out of the practice for them for just a quick second to look at the strategy here. Why does an answer like that actually work? Well, first off, it sounds incredibly professional. Second, it highlights a genuinely positive attitude by praising the company's reputation. And third, it shows a mutual benefit, a strong desire to grow personally while also contributing to their success. It's just a perfectly balanced response.
All right, back to the workout. Here's what is often the most anxiety-inducing question in literally any interview. What is your biggest weakness? People absolutely dread this one, but shadowing a strong, prepared answer takes all the fear right out of it. Get ready to copy my pacing here.
One area I am working to improve is public speaking. In the past, I felt nervous when speaking in front of large groups, but I have been practicing regularly and have become much more confident. The strategy behind this is brilliant, really. Our source material points out that this shadowed answer flips a perceived negative into a massive positive.
You show honesty by admitting to a real struggle, but then you immediately pivot to showcase active, deliberate self-improvement. You are showing them you're a problem solver even when the problem is your own skill set.
Let's level up. Part 4. Handling complex questions.
We're moving beyond the basics now into behavioral and forward-looking questions. These require a bit more stamina, deeper structure, and storytelling. First up in the complex category, where do you see yourself in 5 years? When you shadow this next answer, really try to match the steady, forward-thinking tone to project genuine ambition. In 5 years, I hope to have grown within the company and taken on greater responsibilities. I want to continue developing my skills and contribute to the company's long-term success. Delivering this with clear, steady conviction shows the interviewer both your loyalty to their organization and your own professional drive. Next up is the classic behavioral prompt. Tell me about a time you solved a problem. This is a mini story, which means it's a bit longer. Keep your breathing steady, follow my phrasing, and shadow this narrative-driven response. During a group project, we faced a tight deadline and several unexpected challenges. I helped organize the tasks, communicated with team members, and ensured we completed the project on time. As a result, we received excellent feedback. Did you hear the structure there? The problem, the action, and then the result. Shadowing this helps internalize that perfect storytelling rhythm so you can plug your own experiences into it seamlessly later. And finally, the ultimate test at the end of the interview. Do you have any questions for us? Listen, you never want to say no here. Shadow this closing response with me. Yes, I would like to know more about the team I would be working with and the opportunities for professional development within the company. Boom. That seals the deal by showing thoughtful, genuine interest. Bringing us to our final section, Part 5, the secret to success. Listen, the goal of this explainer wasn't just to hand you a few phrases to memorize. The real goal is to empower you. By doing this rigorous practice, you are fundamentally changing how you perform under pressure. Because confidence is a skill, and skills improve with practice. Fluent preparation naturally reduces your anxiety. It builds unstoppable confidence. Over time, as you record yourself and compare your pronunciation, you're going to sound polished, professional, and completely ready for absolutely any room you walk into. You absolutely have the ability. You have the potential. The only thing standing between you and a flawless interview is repetition. So, my final question to you is this. Which interview answer from today's explainer are you going to go back and shadow right now? Pick one, practice it until it's perfect, and start building your fluent future today. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep improving.